Hey sis, so I know that you're ready for your next relationship, but slow down for a moment. A lot of us jump into the relationship and we just dive in head first. We have no plans, nothing to really focus on or to really gauge if he is the man for you or not, or even what you need to work on. And so I'm literally talking about before your next relationship, master these 5 things. And so let's jump in. Number one is to become more self aware. A lot of people in relationships are not aware of who they truly are. Again, just jumping face first into the relationship and then trying to figure things out when you really can win if you have a plan. And the plan is to become more self aware of who you are, which really means what are your values? What are your beliefs? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Can you articulate these things if somebody was to ask you about you? Not your titles that you hold, but about you, the real you, the person that you are unmasking, right? And showing your true self to when they get down to the heart of things and to the engaging and asking deeper questions and going deeper than the surface level. Surface going deeper than the surface level. So how self-aware are you? Which really boils down to you knowing who you are, why you do the things that you do, what you want, and how you feel. Can you tell your potential mate these things about you? And are they self-aware enough about themselves to articulate them to you? The second thing I want you to pay attention to is to start showing up as your true, authentic self today. Listen, if the person does not love you, if they do not like you, right now, with you showing up who you are, again, with your mask coming off, where you're really just being you, your quirky self, leaning into you being clumsy, leaning into you stumbling over words, leaning into you not being perfect, right? If they can't accept you in this state that you're in, or if you feel like you have to pretend in order to attract said mate, they are going to fall in love with the representative. And you do not want them to fall in love with the representative. You want him to fall in love with the real you, not the fake you. This also helps you to stop wasting time with the wrong person, because none of us want to put in days, years, decades with someone that we end up getting a divorce from or having a breakup from. None of us want to get into relationships to do that. So again, becoming more self-aware of who you are, them understanding and becoming more self-aware of who he is, and then also you showing up as your true authentic self. And again, this applies to you paying attention. Is he showing up as his true authentic self? When you guys go out with friends, is he acting with you the way that he did behind closed doors? Or has he now created this whole facade in front of others? Finally, if he's not into you at your core being of who you are, then you have to stop wasting your time anyway, because there's no point in continuing on. There's just no point. Why waste our precious time? Because this is the one commodity that we cannot get back, our time. So stop wasting it. Hey sis, and sorry for interrupting. I know that you're here trying to figure out what to do before your next relationship. And that's why I created the PDF entitled 5 Secrets That Are Stopping Black Women from Creating Extraordinary Relationships. Look for the link down in the description box below or in the pinned comments and pick up your copy today. Now let's get back to it. Number 3, listen, we have to leave our baggage behind. Stop wasting your time and carrying baggage into this relationship that was from previous relationships. Each of us has something that we had to deal with from a past relationship and why it broke up. And hopefully you have sat down either with yourself or with a therapist and really tried to figure out why your previous relationship or relationships did not work out. Because until you get those answers, you're going to keep going down the rabbit hole of repeating same behaviors, same habits over and over again. And when you do that, you're going to be attracting the same type of man over and over again as well. So working on your baggage before you get into the relationship, or at least starting to work on it when a relationship comes, when your potential mate comes. That way you can say, listen, I am not perfect. I am working on these areas. And I know because I revert back to my comfort zone, I'm probably going to revert back to doing things that I am not so proud of doing. However, because I'm working on it, now you can get a better understanding of who I am and why I'm doing the things that I am doing. Now, are you revealing this on the first date, second date? No, but over time, as you start to see your bad habits and your bad behaviors start to come to the surface, now you can really explain, I thought I had a handle on this better, but here's why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. This is what I'm dealing with. This triggers me when you do this, but I'm working on becoming better. This is why I want to explain this to you so you can know me, the real me. The truth of the matter is, your past relationships and experiences are absolutely going to affect how you show up in your current relationships. You know how sometimes we have a tendency to put people in a box? We do that because of our past relationships and our past experience with other people, and specifically other men that you have dated, that you have encountered, including but not limited to your father figures, or it could be your brothers, or some uncle, or some father figure that was in your life. How he treated your mom, or how he treated your auntie, or something like that. You're going to take on other people's stuff and own it as your own, and especially but not limited to, if you had someone like a mom figure speaking into you about all the negative things that men bring to the table. Think about all of those things that you put men in a box about. Like, all men cheat. All men think that women are gold diggers. All men want just sex. Like, those belief systems need to be blocked out of the way, because sometimes it is true, but a lot of times you are sabotaging yourself and disconnecting from your potential mate because of your belief system, because of your thoughts, because of your feelings about things, not realizing that you didn't even start those feelings. Somebody was implanting them in you over time, over years and decades of time, and now you're taking them on as your own. And so I have two questions that you can ask yourself during this time when you reflect. How will these beliefs or these things affect the way that I receive love as well as give love? And then the second question is, what am I holding on to? What am I holding on to? The fourth thing that you must master before you get into your next relationship is forgiveness. You are forgiven every single person that has hurt you on your path, on your journey, in your life. Because here's the thing, forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for you. Anytime you are holding on to a grudge against someone else, you are and you have given away your power to that person, and they don't even realize that they have the power over you. So you have to forgive them for any and everything. Hear me. Any and everything that you feel that the person or people has done you wrong, you have to forgive them for, because the Bible actually says that how do you expect to receive forgiveness when you have not forgiven your brothers? Now, I paraphrase that, but the point is, you must forgive to be forgiven by God Almighty. It doesn't matter what they did. I know it was hurtful. I know it was painful. They may have even stolen your innocence. You have to forgive them. But the second part to forgiveness is you forgiving you. You can't allow everybody else off the hook and then not allow yourself off the hook, because all of us have done some things, have been in some situations, have really stepped outside of the box to maybe even fit in, and those things we really regret later on. You're not the only one. All of us, including me, all of us have some things that we regret doing, but we can't go back in the past and change it. So forgive those who have hurt you, but also forgive you for hurting you. Forgive you for not showing up for you. Forgive you for procrastinating on leaving that relationship. Forgive you for procrastinating on not setting your own boundaries. Forgive you for not believing that you deserve to be loved. Forgiveness is a powerful thing, and it's a must in order for you to be able to move forward in your relationships and stop staying stuck on that hamster wheel of attracting the same type of man over and over and over again. The fifth and final area that you need to master before you get into a relationship is understanding what the demands are in a relationship. So many of us, including myself, I actually am a divorcee. I'm a divorcee because I had no idea what being in a relationship entailed. detailed. I had no instructions, no tips, no tools, no strategies, no sit down conversations with my parents. And this is why I actually started this YouTube channel. So if I can help one person, if I can help 10 people, if I can help 100 people not go down the same road that I did, then I have fulfilled my God-given purpose. So understanding what the demands are on a relationship. And I have a few examples here. How considerate are you of the other person? And that goes into the person's thoughts and their feelings. Not just your own, but their feelings, their thoughts. How often do you put yourself in the other person's shoes and see things from their perspective? And it's not just about you. How good are you at treating others with respect? How often do you offer support? Whether they ask for the support or not, how often do you just willingly give the support and make sacrifices for yourself in order to be there for the other person? How good are you at resolving conflict? Are you a person that just shuts down and gives silent treatment, or just immediately walks away without giving, like, hey, we need a timeout? Do you just walk away and not give that disclaimer? Do you punch walls? Do you name call? Like, how good are you at resolving conflict without being a big baby? Are you an adult about it or a child? How great are you at showing love in the way that your partner needs it, not the way that you want to be loved? Because a lot of people show up and they give love the way that they want to receive love. Finally, how great of a communicator are you?